and mostly because of I was with Chris and Sarah for the birth of their first child, Jackson. And for anyone who knows Chris and Sarah, this dog is probably better taken care of than any human on the face of the earth. If I die, I want to come back as a pet of Chris and Sarah's. But it's pretty amazing, so I feel pretty good about that. But I'll cut myself off and hand the microphone to anyone who wants to talk about. But really, just want to say a few things. Is Chris and Sarah, I feel great about it. I'm really happy to see this. It's been a long time in the making, and I feel great about it. And I love you both very much, and I'm glad to be here for your wedding.
Nice job, Casey. So I'm Jennifer, and I was obviously one of Sarah's, I don't know if I'm a maid or a matron because I'm at a little bit of a transitional stage right now. Sarah's kind of picking up on my life right now where I'm leaving off. So I wish her the best of luck, first of all. There are 3 things that I know about Sarah. She likes things of the highest quality, she is extremely picky, and she's persistent. When Sarah and I went to college together, I met her about 6 months before her 21st birthday, and she'd come in from a fraternity party, and we hit it off immediately. I'm like, oh, what a cute girl from England. I've never had a friend from England. So we became best buddies, and as her 21st birthday was approaching, she let it be known that basically we were going to be taking her out and celebrating her birthday. I did not know that this meant it was a month-long celebration. From May 1st until the day of her birthday, the 26th, until a good week after that, it's my birthday week. It's my birthday. What are we doing for my birthday weekend? And that went on for a good month, and of course, it was very well celebrated. With the high quality situation, Sarah has always been willing to go to McDonald's when they had 5 burgers for $1 and stock up on 5 hamburgers, put them in the freezer, and defrost them and eat them as long as she could go buy a $1,000 camera. And she was very willing to make the sacrifices of not eating, really good food to have the most expensive things. She would come home with a brand new car, a brand new Jeep, but she was eating those hamburgers. And so I quickly learned that Sarah definitely was willing to make some sacrifices there. Picky. Sarah definitely was well liked by the guys at college. Beautiful girl, fun. Got asked out many times. There was always something wrong. Always something wrong. And I started thinking, okay, Sarah's never going to meet the right guy. She's never going to meet the right guy. This is like over 15 years of knowing her almost. And when she moved to San Francisco, she moved about a year after I did, or 6 months after I did. And I tried to set her up with a couple of people. No go at all. And after hearing every single complaint about everybody she ever went out with in the world, there was always something wrong. Well, he doesn't like Dave Matthews. He smokes. I don't like his calf muscles. I'm like, okay, this girl is picky. And then she goes on a date with Chris. And the next day after the date, how did it go? It went great. We had a great time. And I'm waiting. Well, what's wrong with him? Nothing yet. Okay. So then, nothing yet. And then date 2, 3, 4, 5. What's wrong with him? What's wrong? Absolutely nothing. Everything's right about him. I like him. I'm like, oh my gosh, this could be the guy. And they continued dating, and about a year later, I was out with my soon-to-be ex-husband, and the 4 of us were sitting at a bar together, and Sarah just looks over at Chris, and she says, I'm going to marry you, you know. And Chris said, oh really? She said, yeah, I'm going to marry you. And he said, okay. She said, Jen, you remember that. I'm going to marry him. I said, Sarah, if you say you're going to do it, you're going to do it. Because when Sarah wants something, Sarah goes after it, Sarah gets it. So to sum it all up, Sarah likes high quality. Chris is certainly high quality. She's picky, so you should feel very, very, very confident in that she's made the right selection. And she's persistent. She got what she wanted. And we are all extremely happy for you. And this is going to be a wonderful union, and I cannot wait to meet future children from you two, and to be your neighbors very soon, and look forward to being a big part of it. I love you, Sarah. And Chris, you are wonderful, and I'm very, very happy she's chosen you. And with that, I'll turn it over.
What's that?
That is what is doing.
That was that.
Can I?
No, Daddy. Daddy.
All right, well, I'm going to be quick because obviously other people are waiting on the mic. But I just wanted to start by saying welcome, Chris, to our family. We are so happy, so very, very happy that you're joining us. You are a great fit for our family. Now, I'm really not supposed to do this, but it's just such a good story, so I'm going to anyway. I'm going to tell you a story about how I know that Chris is a good fit for our family. So, rewind history about 4 years. It's Chris's maiden voyage to our family. Now, we're a pretty tight-knit family, but we also tend to be a little ceremonious at times. We sit up straight at the dinner table. We have these certain customs that we like to follow. And on this particular occasion, my grandmother from France, who is probably the most straight-laced of all, was there too. So we're all sitting down to have this nice dinner and, you know, just making small talk with this new guy, Chris, kind of feeling him out a little bit. And Sarah starts just getting this look on her face like she's not feeling very good. Oh, I'm very sorry, I don't know what that would... And it goes on and on. Chris is like, Sarah, do you need to lay down? Do you need to excuse yourself? No, I'm fine. It went on. I'm not kidding you. Nobody at the table could breathe. We were laughing so hard. So Chris and Sarah ahead of time had decided that it'd be really funny to bring the fart machine to dinner. This little device that they mounted underneath her seat, and Chris had the remote control. It had like 6 different farts that you could do. I can't think of any story that exemplifies better that Chris was meant to be part of this family. So with that, I say welcome. We love you.
That's our son.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, firstly, Chris, welcome to the family. Sarah, I think you'll be a hell of an addition to Bob and Shirley's. We're delighted to have you both on board. We're delighted, Bob and Shirley, to welcome you into our extended family. I hope you'll enjoy us as much as we're about to enjoy you. You obviously have a son who lives life intensely. I think for those of you who may remember, 5 years ago, today was the day these young people first met. So this is a very auspicious day in more ways than one. It's one certainly that they will remember, 5 years starting ago earlier today, whatever, that came out sideways. One of the things that they said is, of course, we have to be very relaxed and, you know, speeches are not really called for, so I will try to hopefully make this relatively quick. But we have been absolutely delighted. Unfortunately, the thunder was already taken away because it was one of the things that I wanted to share with those of our extended family. But, you know, Bob, I don't know how you've managed to bring this kid. My God, he likes to live on the edge. You know, did you teach him about Yosemite and how sharp that edge was? Because there was a few weeks ago, not that many weeks ago, when, my God, my heart fell about as quickly as that ring did. I suspect it's one that will go on to our grandchildren, maybe their grandchildren. But we had photographs of them standing on the edge, and it has to be probably about as far from here to that corner on that.